Hi and welcome back to freesciencelessons.co.uk. In this video, I'm going to show you how to revise effectively. In another video, I'm going to look carefully at how to answer exam questions. I've been teaching science for 17 years, and I've taught thousands of students. I know what effective revision looks like. If you follow my tips, your revision will be much more effective and you'll do better in your exams. Here's tip number 1. Don't panic. Everybody gets stressed by exams, but try not to let this control you. You can succeed in your exams, and the fact that you're watching this video means that you're serious about your success. Also, remember that lots of students simply do no revision at all, so if you're revising, you're already doing better than those students. Here's tip number 2. Start early. In fact, the earlier you start, the easier it will be. Certainly 2 or 3 months before your exams will give you a decent amount of time. The earlier you start, the less stressful you'll find it. Here's tip number 3. It's never too late. Even if you should have started revising earlier, you can still make good progress, so please don't give up. Here's tip number 4. Get started. Some students spend ages planning their revision, but they never actually do any. Don't spend hours planning, just get on with it. Here's tip number 5. Revision takes a lot of time and you need to be realistic. If you want top grades, you're looking at several hours each day revising. My advice is to put your social life on the back burner during revision sessions. Maybe see your friends a couple of times a week, but the rest of the time revise. Here's tip 6. Ditch that phone. Revision requires deep thought and intense concentration. If you've got your phone near you, you'll be distracted by your friends. You know it's true. As soon as your friends get bored with their revision, they'll message or call you. Why let your friends sabotage your success? So turn your phone off and leave it in a different room so you're not tempted by it. Here's tip number 7. Study alone. No matter what you think, studying with friends is less effective than studying by yourself. If you're studying with your friends, you won't get much studying done, and you'll have wasted your time. If studying by yourself makes you feel unpopular, console yourself with the knowledge that you'll do better in your exams. Here's tip number 8. You need to memorize facts, and that's something that students don't appreciate. In the science exams, you'll have to recall specific information, and you need to learn this. The best students make this a priority. Personally, I think that the best way to learn facts is to use flashcards. Try to phrase a fact as a question, and write this question on a flashcard. Here's an example. Acid rain is caused by sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides. How can we learn this? Here's the flashcard. I've rephrased the fact as a question. Try not to have too many questions on one card. It's best to keep it very simple. On the back of the card, you write the answer. You can do it like this, but that's not very effective. The best way to do it is to rephrase the question into the answer like this. That's because this helps your brain link the fact to the question. And if you haven't got any flashcards, use pieces of paper. It works just as well. So pick a topic and make a set of revision cards covering the key facts. Then you have to practice answering the questions. At first, you'll get loads of them wrong, but stick with it and you'll start to get them right. It takes time, but it really is the secret to success. You cannot get good exam marks unless you learn the facts. Here's tip number 9. Repetition is the key to success. That's why flashcards work so well. So try to revise each topic several times until you understand it and learn it. If you're revising by watching my videos, try to watch all the videos for a topic and then watch them all again a few days later. The more often you watch them, the more the information embeds into your brain. Here's tip number 10. Exam practice. You can find past papers and mark schemes from the links below this video. You need to do all the exams and mark them. Look at the mark scheme and pay attention to what the examiners are looking for. If you find that you're struggling with a particular topic, go back and work really hard on it until you've cracked it. One thing you need to know is that AQA locks the most recent paper so that students cannot find it. That's because a lot of schools use this as their mock exam. However, a week or so before the exam, they unlock the paper, so look out for it. A couple of final points. Some students ask if they should listen to music while revising. I've got no problem with this at all, and I like to listen to music while I'm working. The main thing is it shouldn't distract you. How often should you take breaks? Personally, I don't recommend taking a lot of breaks because it spoils your concentration, and some students spend more time on breaks than on actually studying. Finally, remember that when you're revising, your phone is your enemy, unless you're watching one of my videos on one. So as I said before, keep your phone turned off and somewhere else. I'd recommend that you now watch my videos on how to answer exam questions.